Welcome to the Gla Gla 24 race briefing. We'd love you to watch this video and just take in the information so that we can make sure things run as smoothly as possible on the day. When you arrive on site, you'll go past the ticket office here at Buckland Park Lake and they'll instruct you in which way to go. When you get down to the parking area, please listen to the parking attendants so that we can squeeze you all in a good fashion. Equally, if you can car share, we'd love you to come together. That'll save space and obviously it's great for the environment as well. We have areas available for when you arrive on site with your boards, dedicated areas just for your boards. Please be mindful that people are bringing expensive boards down, so be careful when you're moving things around. Please don't leave your boards in the car park at the back of your cars, again to avoid any damage to those boards. And again, please don't leave your boards on the beach because a lot of the action, the race start and the mechanics of the day will be run from the beach. We have plenty of facilities here on site at Buckland Park Lake. So we have the main OAC area, or the Outdoor Activity Centre, where main registration will take place in the room on the end of that building. Next to that building, we have our snack van, where you can get hot drinks and snacks all throughout the day and out throughout the event. At the other end of that building, you'll find the showers, the changing rooms and the toilets. So we invite you to explore and use all the facilities that are available. There is also a restaurant on site, the Reverie, but if you'd like to book for breakfast or lunch, then you should book in advance just to guarantee yourself a space and a table. We have got support this year from some great companies. We have Mustang Survival will be on site with some of their amazing kit that, as you can see, I'm kitted out in today. We also have the Supco that are coming down with some boards to demo, paddles and some other kit for you to have a look at and try out. Also at site on the day we've got Buccaneer Sessions, that is a great place to access other people that love these kinds of sports and events, and throughout the day they'll be monitoring what's going on and uploading information onto that forum. So the weather. Yes, it's February in the UK, so we could be looking at really cold temperatures, snow, rain, we could be looking at sunshine, all the elements that you can imagine that we get in the UK. So remember to bring the right gear for both on the water and off the water. Remember, we have a beach run if you're in the race, so therefore your footwear is really important. Hats are great because you can really control your temperature through the release of heat in your head, on and off. With regards to our safety, we ask you all to wear a PFD or flotation belt and a leash. This is non-negotiable. And on the day, please follow the directions of any SHAC team members or the race directors themselves. The schedule for the day is as follows. You can arrive on site anytime from 9 o'clock. Then at 10 o'clock there is access to the water where you'll be able to get on the water, go round the course, test your equipment out or even hop on a board and demo with the SUP company. At 9:30 race registration opens, which will run through until 11:30.
Please do come and register as soon as you arrive. We want to get you through and register as quickly as possible. I don't want to have a big queue of people at 11:30 because we want to have the day run to time. It gets dark in the evening, it gets cold, we want to get everything running on time. You will be given a number which you will place on your right leg. We will have safety pins here. That's really important. Your number must be visible because that's how we're going to be able to monitor. You'll also have a colour which will basically tell the race organisers and team whether you are in the 15k competitive, 7.5k competitive or the challenge fleet. Now, if you're looking to change category, you please do tell us before the weekend. There's a lot of admin that goes in getting all the lists ready, so if you're maybe signed up for the long distance and you're now changing your mind, just drop us an email and let us reorganise that before we get to registration on Saturday morning.
Our race briefing on site will start at 12:15 and run to 12:30. The first race will set off at 1 o'clock and we need to get off with a prompt start.
So the race start will be in 3 waves. Wave 1 will be the 15-kilometre competitive fleet, both male and female. So once the race briefing is finished, please do make your way to the water. Please, only those on the 15-kilometre competitive get into the water because it's going to be very congested. Once you're on the water, you will get a 5-minute warning before race start. There will be a clearly marked start line. You must be behind the start line. I will not start you until everyone is behind it. You will then get a 1-minute warning, and then I can do the start siren anywhere from 50 seconds to the 60-second warning. So you've got to be ready on that. Once you've left, the next wave can get in. That's going to be the 7.5-kilometre competitive fleet. Do not get into the water until they have left, the first fleet have left. Again, the same sequence will follow, a 5-minute warning, a 1 minute warning, and the siren will go at some point between 50 and 60 seconds. Again, you must be behind the start line before the fleet can go. And then finally, the non-competitive fleet, you'll enter the water. We will still run the same start sequence. I know it's not competitive, you're not being timed, but I thought it'd be great for you to experience what it's like to have a race start. So you get a 5 minute warning, you get the 1 minute warning, but I may not be so strict if your nose is sneaking across the line. So the race course, now this will be explained to everyone on the day, and if you haven't been down to the SHAC, it might sound a bit confusing if I try and go through everything right now, but effectively we have a small lagoon and a large lake. The race start will be in the small lagoon, and you'll head out onto the large lake, and you will follow the course. You will then come back into the lagoon, and you'll do a beach run, and then back out again for your lap. Each time you complete a lap, you will come into the lagoon, you will go onto the beach, and you will go around the marker on the beach, and you'll be ticked off as completing a lap. So whether that's the short course where you're doing 3 laps, or the long where you're doing 6. Now, it's really important to be careful when you do come to the beach. Go down to your knees. It is sandy, but it can get shallow. We don't want people falling over, and there's lots of hard boards and fins that can hurt people. So just be mindful when you come off, and do not chuck your boards around. For the challenge fleet, you don't actually need to do the beach run if you don't want to. If you don't want to jump off your board into the cold water and run around the beach flag, you can just come towards the beach and then come back round again. But just be mindful of other races that may be entering the water at the same time. So this year we're also introducing the Super Lap. Now the Super Lap is 1 lap, which you can choose which lap you do it on, where you do not need to come into the lagoon and do the beach run. There will be a spotter out on the lake, so they will tick you off when they see you complete your Super Lap, so we can make sure there's no cheating and everyone only gets their 1 lap. I know this is a competitive race for many of you, but we have 130 races out on the course, and there are points in the course that you'll be crossing over or coming through, going against each other when you're coming in and out of the lagoon. Please, just use common sense and be safe with your surroundings and those around you. There's no point in trying to get really competitive and smash a board up or hit someone just for those few metres. Just be mindful of everyone. We've got people that are coming out on the lake for the first time and experienced racers. We want everyone to enjoy the experience. The finish line. The finish line will be clearly marked on the beach. So when you come round on your last lap, you will come off your board, you'll go onto the beach, and this time you will go up and across the finish line. Please do not stop on the beach, on the finish line, just after the finish line. You can have other racers coming through behind you. It's a small area. So cross the line, your number will be taken along with your time, and then carry on moving to where you had your board stored and put your board back in storage and clear the way for everyone else. Disputes. Now I know there's a few out there that are very competitive. Now if you've got a dispute, you must log it with me as the race director by 3:45 to give me time to review it, talk to you, ask questions and make my decision. But as with any race, the race director's decision is final. So the race cut-off is 3:45 and we'll be doing the award ceremony at 4 o'clock with the aim to get you away from the site by 4:30.
So we've got the prize giving straight after the race finishes, and we have some amazing prizes from SUP Company, Buccaneer Sessions, Mustang Survival, Sea Monster, Ocean Specific. So it's going to be a great haul of prizes available to the 1, 2, 3 position payments. So we can't wait to see you down here next Saturday at the SHAC for the GlaGla 24. Both racers and spectators alike, come on down and enjoy the day.